Nice to see you on this Monday afternoon, and we appreciate you being with us for this special called meeting of the City of Tifton. Councilman Terrell has not been feeling very well, so I kind of doubt that he will be here this evening, and I'm not sure about Councilman Hall. Hopefully he'll be coming in, but I do want to let you know we have a quorum, and so we can go ahead and get our meeting started and move forward fairly quickly. This won't take but just a few minutes. Gentlemen, you have the agenda before us. We just have one item on the agenda, as you can see, and if anyone needs a copy of that agenda, they're back here on the dais. You're certainly welcome to pick one up, but I will need an approval of the agenda.
Move to approve.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thank you. So no opposition. All right, the item on our agenda is to consider an ordinance to establish a 90-day moratorium on the construction, establishment, or permitting of cryptocurrency mining operations within the city limits, within the limits of the City of Tifton. So that is what is proposed for us. I know there's been a lot of discussion. I'm sure you gentlemen are like myself. We've received phone calls. I know Crystal's received a lot of calls. Pete's received a lot of calls, and what we wanted to do to let everyone know is to make sure that any decision that we are making, that this body makes, is in the best interest of this community, for our property owners, for businesses, for our citizens, that we are making proper, good, strong decisions that will be beneficial for the community, not detrimental. So with the speed at which this application or consideration, I shouldn't say application, consideration is moving, we just thought that it would be best if we kind of slowed things down and give us the opportunity to really explore and research and evaluate whether or not cryptocurrency mining is an appropriate industry, business, or operation for the City of Tifton. So that being said, Pete, is there any information that you need to provide for us at this point?
I don't think so, Mayor. I think this, this wind of information, there was a lot being produced with little details. So I think what kicked this off for us, Crystal did get some calls, not from the companies itself, but real estate agents for properties and tracts within the city. And that's when we said, this is obviously we don't have anything, we're not prepared. So this before you, it's our recommendation that we study it and present you something within 90 days.
Right. Okay. I know that there was an application submitted to Tift County Planning and Zoning. Obviously, we have no jurisdictional authority outside the city limits of Tifton. However, with that application that has been withdrawn, there was significant concern from neighborhoods that are within the City of Tifton. Of course, we're all Tift Countyans. All of our property is within Tift County, but we did have neighborhoods that were in close proximity to that proposed initial site that were City of Tifton neighborhoods. And so we want to try to work with all in our community to make sure that what we do and how we work together again is beneficial. Do y'all have anything you'd like to add, gentlemen, before we move forward?
I just, it was in my district. It's close to that, and kind of caught everybody off guard. I didn't know what. I heard of Bitcoin, didn't hear about this mining and all this kind of stuff, and all of a sudden this is going on and all the hoopla. And so I think it's imperative we, like you say, slow it down. Let's get all the facts, and then decide is it something we want or not. Right. So.
Right. Wes, anything you want to add?
Of course, I live right there on the edge of the City of Tifton's line, and there's some unincorporated area, and of course also there is some ag land that is next to our property. So that was one thing that a lot of people in my neighborhood were calling me about, and they may have gotten denied right there, but what about this side of town, and so I reached out to friends of mine who have knowledge of cryptocurrencies and crypto mining and stuff of that nature, and while they know enough and were willing to kind of give me some information and insight into that industry, they still didn't realize how much power and how much noise those machines are. It's not actual mining as like you're getting in a shovel or a bulldozer. It's nothing like that. It's actual computers that are managing the transactions of cryptocurrencies against the blockchain. It's basically the best way I can describe it. I don't know enough about it. I do invest a little bit into crypto, but I don't know enough about it to make a clean decision on it. So my time is dwindling here on city council, but I'm glad that the council is allowing for time for management to review this to make sure that this is appropriate for the city of Tifton.
Okay, all right. Anything, Crystal, anything else we need to know about before I call for a motion on a moratorium?
No, I'd just like to say that it's really great that the realtors did reach out to our
Yes.
office and say, hey, is this a permissible use in this zoning class? And that's really what brought this to light. is
Right.
that, okay, this doesn't really fit well into our table of uses. Where does it fit?
Right.
We don't have standards or anything established right now. So I just wanted to say that it was really great that they did reach out
Right.
to our office.
Yes.
It kind of pushed this along.
That's a very valid point. So, and that's what community improvement is there for. So if anyone has a question about allowed uses, process of change, those types of things, please let Crystal know because they are there to help and answer those questions. So,
I want to ask people, for
sure.
90 days, you're comfortable that you can get it done in 90 days?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we'll do the who, what, when, and why, and the companies and what it worked, you know, just a kind of an explanation, and then talk with Rob about just the legalities of it, and see where it goes. But if we do get hung, then we'll bring it back before you and extend it for sure.
Okay. So there's no problem to extend from 90 if we needed to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's okay.
Excellent.
On the basis of that, I'll make a motion that we approve this one.
Okay, all right, the moratorium for 90 days. So that motion has been made. Second?
I will second.
Okay, thank you. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Councilman Hall? I can talk slower, so you'll have the opportunity to vote.
Do you have any comments on
Yeah, do you have any, what we're looking at is this 90-day moratorium for the cryptocurrency mining
Right,
until we can
study it.
study it, exactly. You good with that?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So we have a motion made by Councilman Folk, a second made by Vice Mayor Ehlers, and so I'm getting ready to call for the vote. Any further discussion? Was that the cryptocurrency?
Yeah, that's it.
crypto mining? Right there?
That was perfect.
All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so that motion does carry. Is there any need tonight to go into executive session? Okay, all right. There being no further business to come before the city council then, our meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much for being